Last time we raised the roof trusses. This time we're going to cover them timbers. I'll first start by cutting the gable ends. Some people put up full sheets and cut them when they're up there, but I learned that I don't like cutting OSB when it's up high and vertical. The sheets of OSB have been covered since the last rain. Now to let them breathe again. I cut these with a cordless circular saw with a fresh blade. This worked very well for this. This is wood, so a thou here or there isn't going to make a big difference. Just confirming that the two ends are the same. That's still an undershirt, not underwear. I found out that I feel cooler with a cotton t-shirt under my other t-shirt to absorb all the sweat, while wicking off the moisture to cool me down. I wish I had a big hat like the Essential Craftsman recommends. That would have made me even more cooler. Here I'm marking up the studs so I can shoot nails directly into them. Bringing out the scaffold. Get one if you're going to do anything like this. It's worth it. There's not enough room on the other side for a scaffold, so I brought out the ladder. On this side, I pulled up the OSB and clamped it up while I nailed it into place. The ladder always gets in the way. Scaffolding doesn't. It's not too hard to do all this yourself. If you can lift a sheet of OSB, you can figure out a way to hold it in place while you nail it in. It ended up being a little uneven here, so I cut it to fit. A custom job, if you will. Let's put some house wrap on these new slices of OSB, shall we? Shall we? This is where my dad showed up again and insisted on helping, so of course I let him. No, I really appreciated the help from him. As you'll see, this is a hard job to do by yourself. Not impossible, but a lot easier with some help. Again, see how much easier this is with a scaffold? I'll put a link below so you can get one. You can get them from the Harbinger of Freight or Lowe's or Home Depot. I bought mine through Amazon, and I had it delivered to my front door for about $10 less than those other places. Good to know if you don't have a truck or some sort of vehicle or trailer that can haul that big, huge box. One thing I don't like with the hammer stapler is that it doesn't hold enough staples. It'd probably have to be like 3 feet long to hold the right amount of staples, so I guess it's kind of a compromise. Here I was putting up bits of wood on the ends of the trusses to hold the OSB where it needed to go without hanging over. I can't get the scaffold down the back alley, so we're just going to put the first row on with the step ladder and the bits of wood nailed into the ends of the trusses. Here I had the OSB overhang by a foot to create an even eaves all around the shop shed. Most make a ladder, what they call a ladder, that gets nailed onto the gable ends to support these overhangs. I decided to defer that. I just wanted to get the roof covered, and I'd deal with the finishing touches later. I trimmed this board to make it also have the 1 foot overhang. Then cut out that piece that bridges between the other two. The first row of sheathing was getting to be the hardest since it was on the side with no room for the scaffold. It'd been a long day for both of us, so we called it quits. The next day I decided to put the first row up on the opposite side, so I'm measuring and cutting the sheets to go up there. Now adding those bits of woods to hold up the OSB sheets on this side. Dad labor is back, so here we go. Now that the first row is up, time for some roof jacks to safely get the rest of the sheathing on. These are another thing you'll need if you're doing anything on the roof. I use these for sheathing and then shingles afterwards. They nail onto the roof and then receive a 2x6 board that you can use as a step. You use them in pairs. Again, a link to get some of your own in the doodly-doo below. I left these boards full-sized width. I should have cut them on the ground. It sucked cutting the overhang off with the circular saw on top of the roof. The other side I cut on the ground. Remember the garage door header that I miscut? Well, those came in handy with these roof jacks. I put up another pair of roof jacks to be able to get this side of the sheathing done. Man, it was hot up there, and the sun is bearing directly down on you. See, ladders get in the way. Now I nail a twisted 12-foot 2x4 up as kind of a roof jack to get the leverage I need for the other sideboards. And to cut the top off of this side. It doesn't look too steep, but it's steep enough to make me want to be very careful. Time for a little rest and time to get out of the sun for a bit. Now the hot building inspector comes out to check on our work. See you, Dad. Thanks for the help. There we go, looking good. So now we have an enclosed space inside. I can leave some larger tools outside now and don't have to bring them in every night. Next video we'll be putting the felt paper or tar paper on. Then we'll put the drip edge and the shingles on after that. Thanks for watching so far. Stay tuned for the rest of the ShopShed build.